Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, Maddie evolved into a Celebi. That was certainly something. You know, I almost wish that I knew that was going to happen, because I was doing this whole thing where Roboboy had the latest in time travel technology. Turns out I didn't have to make that up, I just had to wait until Maddie evolved into a freaking time-traveling Pokemon. And then we could do the time traveling. Speaking of which, we're doing some time traveling. Because I'm hoping perhaps we are able to get to the bug catching contest soon. And that only happens on certain days of the week. So let's go ahead and set this up here. We're going to say it is Saturday. Saturday is a nice day of the week. And we'll say it is currently 3:01. We'll say 3:01. So, speaking of Maddie, hi Maddie, welcome to the stream, and hi Beer Force. Let's go ahead and move on to our next location here, Ilex Forest. Enter through the gate. Oh, screw you, I'm leaping the fence. Okay, I guess I'm not leaping over the fence. Ilex Forest is big. Be careful. Don't get lost. The forest is watched over by its protector. Stay out of mischief. Also, do not worship the devil. So, Ilex Forest, on Super Game Boy. Well, actually, first things first, Ilex Forest is typically dark all the time. Something about the trees blocking out the sunlight. So no matter no matter what, it is always nighttime here. Oh, I did not heal after that last fight. You're a dragon? No, you're not a dragon. I'm thinking of a different Pokemon. You are a ground-type Pokemon. And, as cool as it would be to have a Tyranitar, that's not possible. For one thing, it would take too long to evolve you. For another, you are going to wind up evolving into something completely random anyway, so you're not worth having. Oh man, my boss is going to be steaming. A farfetch'd that cuts trees for charcoal took off on me. I can't go looking for it here in the Ilex Forest. It's too big, dark, and scary for me. Well, sucks to be you. Gonna go back and heal now. Yes, thanks for reminding me, Maddie. So, there is a downside to Maddie not being a natural-born Celebi. He kinda misses out on some really nice moves. Leech Seed, Recover, Confusion, and Heal Bell. So, that's kind of a bummer. It comes with the territory when it comes to being turned into other creatures. You aren't really the best at being that creature. Only those who are truly born as that creature have the best experience and knowledge of how to be that creature. Or something like that. So, gonna have to make up with it with some, like, TMs and stuff. What do we have right now? Well, first things first, Maddie, you are at level 16. You don't necessarily need to really do a whole lot more, so give everybody a chance to catch up. What are you holding again? Ho-Oh is holding... Oh, right, the Sacred Ash. Yeah, just go ahead and keep a hold of that for the time being. Now then, TMs, what we got here? Mudslap, Swagger, Fury Cutter, and Flash. Not the greatest selection right now. Leave them alone for the time being. Okay, back into Ilex Forest. The reason I was bringing up Super Game Boy earlier, by the way, is because since it's night all the time in Super Game Boy, it's always going to look like this. Well, considering the situation, it makes sense for it to be kind of like that. There is a Mewtwo here. Well then. Oh boy, that would certainly be something. However, might go ahead and hold off on that because we know that Beer Force is probably going to evolve into a legendary Pokemon, or rather, hatch into a legendary Pokemon. There's a 50-50 chance, by the way, that it's going to be a legendary bird. But aside from that, Mew and Mewtwo are also in the mix. There's a missing Pokemon. Got a little bit of a puzzle here. Gotta try to chase the Farfetch'd in the opposite direction. Actually, not gonna be that difficult. Tell you what, this is going to be a great place for experience and leveling up. By the way, I checked how long it's going to take for a legendary Pokemon such as Beer Force to hatch. For comparison's sake, let's start with what this egg normally is. It normally takes around, I think, 2,500 steps for Togepi to hatch. But if Beer Force is in fact going to be a legendary Pokemon, it's going to be more like 25,000 steps. Gonna be a while. I'm betting it is still saying that you are far off from hatching. Yep, a lot more time to hatch. So, not gonna be on this stream. It's gonna be quite the occasion when Beer Force finally hatches, I tell you what. Okay, I didn't laugh at that, but I think that's funny. Wow, thanks a whole bunch. My boss's Pokemon won't obey me because I don't have a badge. Hey, Mr. Charcoal Man, you have a Mewtwo standing right next to you. Don't suppose you knew that. Beer Force says, watch me turn out to be another Ho-Oh. You know, the odds of that are pretty good. This is only Generation 2. There aren't that many legendary Pokemon. Ah, my farfetch'd! You found it for us, kid? Without it, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now, how can I thank you? I know! Here, take this. That's the Cut HM. Teach that to a Pokemon to clear small trees. Of course, you have to have the gym badge from Azalea to use it. You know, I've always wondered why this is the situation. What reason do you need a gym badge in order to use HMs outside a battle? Do you want to apprentice as a charcoal maker with me? You'll be first rate in 10 years. Hi there, Lit! Welcome to my stream! Maddie says, man, I forgot how disappointing Gen 1 to 2 legendary level up sets were. That's kind of the case with a lot of Pokemon, actually. Like, my favorite Pokemon, Nidoran Female, its moveset is also kind of disappointing in this generation. In fact, the only poison attack that it learns, I think, is Poison Sting. Okay, so, we just got an HM. It's kind of required right now. Let's go ahead and teach it to Maddie. As a reminder, I have made it so that all Pokemon can learn all HMs. Because Being stuck with a team that can't learn the required HM sucks, and I am not the sort of person who likes to use HM slaves. So, get rid of Tackle. And out of curiosity, Cut has an attack of 50. Doesn't mention accuracy here. I know Cut normally has like an accuracy of 90-95% somewhere. I don't know if my changing of move powers and accuracy affects Cut or not. That might be one of those moves that has never changed in any generation. He chased off Team Rocket and went to Ilex Forest alone? That takes guts. I like that. Come train with us. Nah. Although that would be an interesting thing, if the Pokemon games actually allowed you to take up jobs like that, learning how to make charcoal. I'm sorry, I forgot to thank you. This is charcoal that I made. Fire-type Pokemon would be happy to hold that. Yeah, by the way, I hope you did not go and buy the charcoal in the store for thousands of Poké-dollars, because you get a free one right here. The Slowpoke came back, and you even found farfetch'd. You're the coolest, man. Yes, indeed, Roboboy is a cool robot. Not gonna give that charcoal to Ho-Oh, by the way. Gonna leave Ho-Oh with a sacred ash. So if Pupitar is part rock type, that means this is not likely gonna take it out. But you never know, worth a shot. Yep, Ho-Oh is entirely capable of taking out Pupitars. It is so nice, by the way, that starting in Generation 2, you do not have to go into your Pokemon menu to use HMs every time. Of course, you could still do that if you wanted to, but it is certainly time-consuming. Now, we have this thing right here. Ilex Forest Shrine. It's in honor of the Forest Protector. So, in Pokemon Crystal, and only Pokemon Crystal, that is where you get a Celebi. But only in the Japanese version. Because the situation, I think, is Japan had this special thing where you can connect your Game Boy Color to a cell phone and connect to the internet in order to download Celebi. Of course, we didn't have that ability here, so you had to get Celebi through other means. Please watch out for items that may have been dropped. You mean like this one? And, not there, but up here, an elixir, and there's gonna be one other item somewhere else. The interesting thing about the hidden items in this place, by the way, that in Pokemon Crystal, they are in different locations. Another Mewtwo. Let's see. There's a guy down there who is actually going to be useful to check out. Very useful guy, in fact. Ooh. Gives us the opportunity to look for even more randomized Pokemon. So, definitely going to visit him. While also dealing with more random encounters. Oh boy, imagine if there were really this many Mewtwo's in this forest for real. This would be a pretty dangerous place if they weren't at level 5. Okay, encounter rate, I would like to reach this person that we're heading towards. At least this is the experience. Good experience as well. 2 more Sacred Fires left, including this one. It is interesting, by the way, that the Celebi event was only for Pokemon Crystal. I wonder if they provided a way to get Celebi if you had Gold and Silver. What am I doing? I'm shaking trees using Headbutt. It's fun! Here, you try it too. Oh, that's right. It's a TM in this game. Rattle trees with Headbutt. Sometimes, sleeping Pokemon fall out. Okay, in the remakes you can learn Headbutt an unlimited amount of times from this guy, on account that in that generation, Headbutt is not a TM. So, gotta think about this one. Is there somebody in particular who would really benefit from Headbutt? We got Ho-Oh, Fluffy, or Girafarig. Ho-Oh would definitely benefit from having Headbutt, having something other than Sacred Fire. But Ho-Oh is not going to be on the team a whole lot longer. There is one particular Pokemon that I know is in the bug catching contest that I want on my stream. Did I get it backwards? Oh, psh. I read it backwards. I was looking at the big words there of able, and these were smaller, so it's like, oh, then maybe not. Okay, my mistake! I can read. I totally read able. I just didn't read the not part. This is just like that time I was trying to give away ukulele, and I was told that it was not available, but I read it as is available. Well, in that case, Stripeback or Maddie? Well, Maddie's not gonna learn a whole lot. You know what? I just remembered, now that we have this HM, that means it is also available to buy TM, not HM. So, in that case, it actually is kind of worth doing this. It's a strong attack, so get rid of Tail Whip. And now we can do this. A Pokemon could be in this tree. Want to use Headbutt? Something like that? Like I said, I can totally read. I like how, because it's night, and these trees are sprites when they shake, which are not affected by night, they light up like a Christmas tree. Was there one more here? No, that's in Crystal version. Just keep on bonking your head on these trees, Maddie, if you don't mind. Here we are. What we got inside the tree? Oh. Meh. High level, but Ho-Oh's not going to be able to take that out in one hit. Let's see what else there is. One thing about headbutting trees is that different locations, of course, have different Pokemon in the trees. But I think there's only like 3 sets of tree-based Pokemon in the entire game, so... good luck figuring out which location uses which set. Okay, well, if it's just gonna be Ampharoses, you know, actually, now that I think about it, it's really appropriate that the trees light up when we headbutt them, considering Ampharos is a Pokemon with a light bulb on its tail. Maddie says this is how you can run into that sleeping Hoothoot like in the first section. Okay, that makes sense. By the way, there's also Espeons here. And that'll be it for Ho-Oh for the time being. Got a couple levels. Next up, how about Flaffy? Actually, okay, sure, Flaffy. We're out of this place, don't have to worry about any of those ground Pokemon. Did you see the shrine honoring the Protector? It watches over the forest from across time. I think that it must be a Grass-type Pokemon. Yep, that would be Maddie. Oh, honey, you're making a Pokédex? It must be hard if Pokemon won't appear. Try using this TM. It's Sweet Scent. Use it wherever Pokemon appear. Pokemon will be enticed by it. So, Sweet Scent is an instant encounter. Not sure why I'd want to use that. And in battle, it also lowers evasion, which could be useful if, like, a Pokemon is having fun using Double Team all the time. Trainer tips. Berry trees grow new berries every day. Make a note of which trees bear which berries. Darn, should've went back to those berry trees while we... and Kurt has a Pokeball too. Well, too late, we've already finished Ilex Forest, not turning back. This is where I do my training. Beer Force says, I always played gold versions, so I'm not used to these sprites. That is definitely one interesting thing about these games, by the way. Gold and Silver had different sprites for each Pokemon. And also Crystal by default because Pokemon were animated in that version. The reason why I wound up choosing Silver instead of Gold is because Silver is the version that I got whenever I was younger. In particular, I chose Silver because before that, I had Pokemon Blue, and I figure, well, Silver must be the Gen 2 version of Blue. Meanwhile, my little sister had Red, and I also got her Gold. In the end, I am definitely glad that I have chosen Silver, because, well, normal playthroughs, not randomized, you can get Lugia earlier in Pokemon Silver. That said, I have Pokemon Heart Gold now, and I have chose that over Soul Silver, because Heart Gold is the only of those two versions you can get a Growlithe, and I adore Growlithe. For a long time, Growlithe was my favorite. And the reason for that is because it looks like a tiger, and when Pokemon Red and Blue came out, tigers were my favorite animal. That was a good set of Pokemon for Flaffy to take care of. What happened? You got randomized to some pretty unfortunate Pokemon. I'm going to train even harder. After all, I'm trying to become a gym leader. Oh, that is a pretty nice aspiration. I just got my Pokemon back from the daycare. Let's see how much stronger it got. Okay, in my defense that time, it is more grammatically correct to say the daycare than just daycare. Okay, so Pokefans are now ladies. Given the circumstances with that face, and also the little kid who you are undoubtedly spoiling with that Pikachu outfit, I want one myself. Yeah, lady is a fitting term for you. Like one of those mothers who always spoils their kids. This is probably not a good matchup. You're out of Sacred Fires, that's unfortunate. Well, just do your best, Fluffy. What? You were holding a berry. Okay. Didn't see that coming. Watch you get paralyzed now. Yep. If it weren't for that berry, you would have been able to take it out and completely avoid paralysis. Doesn't that figure? Why does it end this way? You know, I'm kind of wondering the same myself. My Pokemon knew moves I didn't know it had. That confounded me to no end. Well, in your defense, you normally have a Snubble. Okay, Paralyze Heal, no. Do we have a Berry? Yes. Is there a trainer right up here? Yes. So, I think I'm actually going to sit tight for a bit here and bring us into our first episode break of today's stream. And when we come back, we'll deal with the rest of these trainers on the route and make our way into Goldenrod City.